John 8:34 says, whosoever practices sin is the slave to sin. So a person who is in slavery to sin does have a yoke of bondage on their life. And Jesus came that we would not be slaves to sin. We would be devoted to Him who is full of grace and glory and mercy and power to empower us so that we do not sin and we do not practice sin. The moment I step over into sin, I'm ready. And what am I ready to do? Father, forgive me. That was not correct. Lord, that was not something that brings me to life. Lord, forgive me and cleanse me. Now what? Help me, Daddy, to move in the way that you desire. Exchanging the yoke. Now, when I say yoke, I want you to think about what a yoke is. Really, a yoke is a governing force in your life. You have a yoke over your shoulders. You're going to go one way, this way, or straight. If you have a yoke of bondage in your life, that means that sin is ruling in your life. And so the bondage of sin is going to direct you. And we know that's not a good thing. But the yoke of Christ is going to direct you as well, and that is a very, very good thing. His yoke is going to lead you in paths of life. His yoke will always lead you into blessing, whereas the yoke of bondage is going to lead you into forms of death. Galatians 5:1. Stand fast, therefore, in the liberty wherewith Christ hath made us free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. Here we've got the admonition from Apostle Paul that we have to stand fast. In other words, you can't be wishy-washy in this. You have to be focused that your freedom is found one place and only one place, and that place is in Jesus Christ. And you have to stand fast there. You have to be focused there, not on doing what is right, but knowing who is righteous. Knowing who is righteous will cause you to flow in the Holy Spirit, and you will, just by knowing Christ, being with Christ, actually be able to obey what the Holy Spirit is saying. And in that you will always fulfill the law and actually do the righteous thing. If you believe that to be a Christian, all that means is that you are a saved sinner, something is wrong with that. Because basically you're mentally assenting to the fact that you are a sinner, you'll always be a sinner, and you really are no different from somebody that doesn't know Christ. Let me tell you something. You are more than a saved sinner. You are a son of the living God. Because when you have devoted yourself, turned your eyes to Jesus, something supernatural has happened on the inside of you. Your spirit has become born again, and now your mentality changes. I am a son of my Father, the Father of all spirits. Galatians 3:13 is the greatest news. Let me read it. Christ hath redeemed us from the curse of the law. And what is the curse of the law? The curse of the law is simply this: you can't obey it without Christ. Let's ask ourselves this question. Am I being devoted to obeying the law so the law can save me? Or am I being devoted to a person whose name is Jesus Christ, who can save me? And that makes all the difference in the world.